This video about the present tense is brought to you by SKESL.com, a next-level English site to help you become fluent in English fast. When do we use the present tense? First, we use the present tense to talk about things that are always true or things that are usually or generally true. For example, doctors help sick people. The sun is hot. My brother studies hard. Dogs like meat. Second, we use the present tense to talk about habits, routines, or events. The present tense tells how often or when something happens. For example, I exercise every Monday. She finishes work at 8 p.m. every day. My birthday is January 29th. The World Cup happens every 4 years. Third, we use the present tense with adverbs of frequency. These are words like always, usually, sometimes, rarely, never, etc. These words also tell how often something happens. For example, I always feel tired in the morning. He usually comes to work late. They rarely eat out. She never eats meat. Fourth, we use the present tense to talk about things that do not change often, like dreams, wishes, or facts about our lives. For example, I love chocolate. He wants to travel to France. Mark works at a clothing store. She is a school teacher. Last, we can also use the present tense to talk about plans or events in the future that have already been decided. For example, the movie starts at 6 p.m. My plane leaves tomorrow at 9 a.m. The concert starts in 1 hour. I plan to visit my family next week. How do you make a sentence in the present tense? Just put the verb after the subject when the subject is I, you, we, they. For example, I work at this school. You look good. Tim and I work together. We play baseball together on the weekend. Mark and Sally exercise together. They run in the park. However, we must add an S to the end of the verb when the subject is he, she, it. For example, Tim likes action movies. He works at a marketing firm. Mary sings well. She practices every day. The food smells good. It costs a lot of money. If a verb ends in ch, sh, o, z, double s, or x, then add es. Remember that we only do this when the subject is he, she, it. For example, Mark watches TV after work every day. He washes his clothes on Saturday. Mary does her homework after dinner. If a verb ends in consonant plus y, then change y to ies. For example, Mark studies hard. Mary worries about her brother. The dog cries when it is hungry. Last, there is one special verb that you should remember. The verb have changes to has. So for example, I have $10, he has $20. They have a cat, she has a dog. How do you make a negative sentence in the present tense? To make a negative sentence, use do not or don't when the subject is I, you, we, they. For example, I do not like mushrooms. You do not look tired. Mark and I don't live together. We do not work together either. The dogs don't play with this toy. They don't like to stay inside. Use does not or doesn't when the subject is he, she, it. For example, Mark doesn't study hard. He doesn't care about school. Sally does not watch TV. She doesn't like movies. The computer doesn't work. It doesn't have any power left. How do we use the verb to be in the present tense? The verb to be is different in the present tense. The verb to be changes depending on the subject. Here you can see how the be verb changes. Use the verb to be when using a noun, adjective, or prepositional phrase. For example, I am a teacher, I am hungry, I am in the library, she is an artist, he is tall, the clothes are dirty. To make a negative sentence, add the word not after the be verb. I am not tired. She is not my friend. He is not a doctor. They are not sick. The computer is not broken. How can we make yes/no questions in the present tense? We can make yes/no questions in the present tense by following this pattern. Do, does, plus subject, plus verb. Use do or does depending on the subject, just like for present tense sentences. For example, do I look fat today? Do you eat meat? Do we have time to take a break? Do they work together? Do the books cost a lot of money? Does Mark like to exercise? Does Sally live near here? Does the ball need air? Does it look good? Does he have a job? Use this pattern when making a yes/no question with the be verb. Am, is, are, plus subject, plus the noun, adjective, or prepositional phrase. For example, am I a good friend? Am I late? Am I in the right place? Is he sick? Is he a lawyer? Is he in the bathroom? Are they angry? Are they friends? Are they at the library? How can we answer yes/no questions in the present tense? We can answer yes/no questions with short or long answers. Look at the different answers for this question. Do you like pizza? Yes, I like pizza. Yes, I do. Yes. No, I do not like pizza. No, I don't like pizza. No, I don't. No. Now, let's look at a yes/no question that starts with a be verb. Is she a doctor? Yes, she is a doctor. Yes, she's a doctor. Yes, she is. Yes. No, she is not a doctor. No, she isn't a doctor. No, she isn't. No. How can we make questions with question words in the present tense? Question words are who, what, where, when, why, how. Use this pattern with verbs. Remember to match do or does with the subject. Question word plus do, does, plus subject plus verb. For example, what do you want to eat? When do you need to leave? How do they come to work? Where does he live? Why does she live so far away? Use this pattern with nouns, adjectives, and prepositional phrases. Remember to match the be verb with the subject. Question word plus am, is, are, plus subject, plus the noun, adjective, or prepositional phrase. For example, what is your name? Where is his home? Why am I so tired? How is it so cheap? When is the concert? Where are the books? Why are the children sad? There are other kinds of questions that we can make with the present tense. Here are a few examples of other common questions. How often do you visit your parents? How many classes does she take? How much sugar is in the bag? Which one is yours? What kind of car do you have? What kind of dog does she have? Now you know all of the most important things about the present tense in English. If you really want to learn well, then you need to practice more. I recommend doing this. First, start with writing your own sentences and questions. Practice making sentences with many different subjects and verbs. Second, say those sentences in a loud, clear voice. This will help you remember the grammar and also help you with your speaking fluency, speaking speed, and pronunciation. Third, practice using this grammar whenever and wherever you can. In your English class, with friends, online, even talking to yourself. And finally, make sure to check out SKESL.com for tons of great English lessons to help you become a confident and fluent English speaker.